I'm a psychologist and I'm going to teach you how to become stronger both mentally and emotionally. So let's begin. So the first idea is to recognize that you build emotional strength and mental strength. You're not magically born with it. Some people are, some people aren't. That's beside the point. The idea is that you have to literally build it like it's a skill. It's not something that you would just magically manifest, just like if you're going to the gym to put on strength and get muscle. You don't magically manifest muscle by sort of just thinking about it, right? You actually go to the gym, break down the muscles and build that strength. And it's the same with your mind. It is something that is to be trained over time, and it gets easier as you go. So with that in mind, that's kind of the foundation, is to really see it as like a skill. Then you might ask, well, what is the literal skill that you need to develop in order to become stronger mentally and emotionally? So it's about adjusting how you see the world. So more specifically, it's about seeing events, seeing threatening things, seeing scary things as tasks that can actually be overcome. And then when you overcome the task, the thing that scares you, or the thing that you thought you couldn't deal with, or the thing that you thought you couldn't cope with, you reflect on that and say to yourself, wow, I did it. I got this. I can be stronger. So it's really, really key to understand this idea of perception, because if a person perceives something as threatening, they look at something and think, I'm done, I'm a goner, there's no way in heck that I can resolve that issue, I can fix that issue, then they're going to crash before they even get to try. And then if they don't get to try, then you don't get to see whether you can actually cope, because you just assume failure. So it's really key to see it as a perception issue, which is that you take what you're scared of and you actually re-examine it and turn down that sense of danger, threat, I can't cope, into something more in the sense of, I might be able to cope, I'm sure I'll be able to cope, or I can cope. You literally turn that down. That will then reduce your anxiety. That will allow you to tackle the task that you're scared about, that you thought you can't cope with. Then you will succeed because you'll be more focused on the task. And then you can turn around, reflect, and say to yourself, yes, I got this. I conquered my fear. And then that is literally how you build mental strength, because you're giving yourself the evidence that you can do it.